I'm Rob Sadow, CEO and co-founder at Scoop. So Scoop builds solutions for hybrid teams. We find that hybrid is a huge change in the way that we think about work. So Scoop makes it really easy to collaborate on where we work by connecting people to show who's working where, who's planning to work where, how do you coordinate that activity. And then the other half of what we do is help with how we work in a hybrid environment. So how do we spend our time? What do our meetings look like? How do we better coordinate around hybrid meetings to ensure that that's a good use of time and we don't spend time in meetings that we don't have to. Hybrid work is one of the biggest shifts of our generation in terms of the way that we experience work. And hybrid is a fundamentally different approach to work than the experience of being in the office all the time. And a big driver of that is instead of me tapping you on the shoulder, for example, and asking you a quick question, a lot of those turn into 30-minute meetings now. The average person is now spending 3x the amount of time in meetings that they were prior to COVID. And so our product enables employees not only to coordinate on the where in terms of how they get together, when they go into the office, how they get the most out of that time, but also how you move through your day to day as a hybrid employee, what meetings you're in, who's going to be where for those meetings, do they have agenda objectives, is that content saved in a place that people can be effective, and that way employees can make really good decisions around how and where they spend their time. So Scoop is a hybrid team enablement solution. It is built into software that you already use on a day-to-day basis, so it's easy to adopt. Platforms that we invest into are Slack, Google Calendar, Chrome. You can set your work location where you're working or planning on working, see that for others, and that way you can better coordinate around the time you spend in office and see who's going to be working where. And then for meetings themselves, anytime that someone has a meeting with other people within their company or external, for example, Scoop will create a meeting channel in Slack that brings together those people, the content for that meeting like agenda, notes, etc., Zoom links, and that way all of your hybrid content is coordinated and consolidated into one place, as well as one place to have discussion around that meeting. And then you can archive that and have a repository of that information going forward. Hybrid is a new product, like any new product. It requires iteration and optimization and learning. So employers are happy with the hybrid experience and employees can retain the flexibility that's important to them. We'll continue to invest in more platforms over time, including Microsoft Teams and Outlook, as we expand the product. And I'm excited to keep investing there and making hybrid better for lots and lots of people worldwide. Our go-to-market motion is product-led. And so anybody can start using Scoop, bring it to their organization, test it out for free. We'd love to get as much feedback as possible on this stage on how the product is working, different use cases. We're a very product-oriented and focused organization and want to build something that continues to be exceptional and impacts people's experiences in a really meaningful way. And suggest it to your organization, share it with your peers. That's the most helpful thing you can do. If you're using the product, you can both reach out to our feedback channels. And so we have a support@scoopforwork.com email. We also create Slack Connect channels with customers and folks that are using to be able to get feedback. And that's another great place for users to be able to share any commentary on their experience with the product.